ritual. How dare you wake me from my ancient slumber? I am Brunfeld, guardian of the Dark Hole, first of my name, last of my kind, somewhere in the middle of reading anywhere between 1 and 4 novels simultaneously. I have stood in this spot and guarded this cave for time immemorial, except I personally remember it. But that could be considered more of a curse than a blessing. Imagine if you could remember every embarrassing thing you've ever said and done, but also you were older than the sun itself. It gets to you after a while. But regardless, you have invaded my ancient hole, and no one is permitted to enter here. I guard a devious, unholy weapon, a relic of times long past, and only those worthy of using it can pass me. And no one is worthy, so no one passes me. Is that clear? I could perhaps be a bit more concise when I explain that part to people. It has been a very, very long time since I have had any visitors. It is possible the fascist goblins who have recently taken to guarding this place are quite good at their jobs. But it is unimportant. What is important is the fact that you have somehow invaded my deep, cavernous crevasse, and you cannot be allowed to leave. For no one shall be permitted to take my secrets out into the world. The world is not ready for a weapon of this caliber. My sole purpose in this world is to protect this weapon from those who would have the hubris, the audacity, to think they can wield it responsibly. I have seen more eras than you can imagine, epochs even, and no one has ever managed to convince me that this weapon should be released from my grasp. That means I have killed a lot of people. So many people. Oh, what have I done? No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. And I will not hesitate to add you to that list of dead. It's a very long list. I can read it to you should you require before combat. Though the most ancient of names are quite difficult to pronounce, given that those alphabets no longer functionally exist. I can, however, give it my best shot. Ixbranix the Fourth, Be the Brave, Lorkin the Lion-Hearted.
Holy gob almighty, is this dude really still talking?
Hey, excuse me! I worked really hard on this speech, so shut up and listen!
Flurksnax Bandaquad, Hall. Oh well, that is probably enough names. You get the point. I am a stone-cold murderer, and I will do anything to protect this weapon. It is the only reason I exist. If I do not protect it, why do I exist at all? What am I? Would I dissolve into the ether? Would I turn to mist? Would I simply cease to exist? We will never know, because I will be responsible and carry out my purpose until the end of time. You, trespasser, have violated the sacred goblin sanctuary. And if I can go on, you're allowing me to go on? Okay, I'm going to go on. And if I can go on, I would just like to inform you that you have come all this way for naught, and you will not be permitted to fight me for my weapon Anyways, I am incredibly tired. This has absolutely wiped me out. And if you're not going to do anything hostile, then I'm going back to bed for the next century and a half. Until some other idiot arrives. Good night. Also, thank you for listening. It means a lot to me to feel heard.
I suppose this would be the time for me to quickly loot and be on my way.
The weapon is in your hands. Now go on, skedaddle out of this dusty pit.
You know, I think we did all right, non-violence-wise.
Yeah, totally. But I did learn something. And that something is this. Violence really is the answer to most things.